We have a Fox Business Alert. Meta has just broken ground on its 28th U.S. data center in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It is the first in the state. This new facility will provide support for the tech giant's expanding AI workloads, and all in order to power the next stage of its super intelligence push. Meta's newest data center is part of its $600 billion commitment to developing U.S. infrastructure projects in the next 3 years. My next guest is a true picks and shovels layer for the build out of AI data centers. Joining me now is Vertiv CEO Giordano Albertazzi. Vertiv designs, manufactures, and services critical infrastructure for data centers, communication networks, and industrial environments. Gio, we know that Meta is one of the biggest partners that is involved with you. Were you involved in this, or where are you seeing some of the biggest expansions?
Well, Tyler, first of all, thanks for having me. We don't go typically into specifics of the various customer projects, but as a leader in the data center infrastructure space, we clearly work with the major hyperscalers and colos and neoclouds. So I will not be specific, but we are pretty present across the entire industry and customer base.
You know, on that note, there was a report I saw that almost half of the new data center plans in the U.S. this year are expected to be delayed, some even canceled. Are you concerned that any of these delays can start to hit the books of these companies? If these are circular deals and there are big delays, does that concern you?
I am pretty bullish, of course, about the industry, and this bullishness derives from what we see in the industry. A lot of projects going in the right direction, strong pipelines, and an industry that continues to be vibrant. Now it's a big and the industry that is big and getting bigger, and of course there are a lot of events, if you will, across the various sites, construction sites, and but in general, and when you see in aggregate, the industry is very much in a good shape, root health, I would say, and going in the right direction.
Your stock, I believe, is up almost 3.5% today. I want to talk about the earnings that you just reported. What was the key driver for powering earnings higher?
I think two facts. One is we continue to see a strong market, and this is true globally, and we've been vocal about that. We had a very strong first quarter, and we have raised our full year more than a beat in the first quarter. So I think all the ingredients to further strengthen the belief in Vertiv, and a very convincing set of numbers, we believe.
How durable then, or what inning do you think we're in then when it comes to AI infrastructure build out?
We believe the infrastructure build out will continue for long. This is globally an infrastructure that is at the early stage of deployment. As we are very early stage of AI, there is monetization happening at very good speed in AI, and there is certainly still a gap between the demand and capacity, and we are very early stage in the AI cycle, very early stage still.
So investors that are worried about overspending on AI, what do you tell them?
We believe the market is strong. We have visibility of strong market, and we believe that this is a secular trend, a very important secular trend.
We've been talking in this show about the war in Iran, the conflicts in the Middle East. We know that the Middle East has been a huge have huge interest when it comes to AI and data centers, building them out, investing money overseas here to build them out. Have you seen any impact from the conflict?
Well, the Middle East, of course, is very good is a very good market. We have a presence that dates back decades in the Middle East. So the relationships are very healthy, very well. So we are optimistic about the future for the Middle East and the data center industry.
How about with tariffs and bottlenecks in the supply chain?
The industry is growing. Clearly, capacity is central to our strategy, and for us, capacity means capacity in manufacturing, capacity in supply chain. It's never linear, never easy when you grow at the speed at which we're growing, but we're very pleased with the resilience of our the supply chain and the strength and the growth of our capacity. So we are pretty optimistic about our ability to continue to grow.
There is an emotional aspect of data centers. It's increasingly becoming a not in my backyard issue. I like data centers, but I don't want to see it. And I don't want it to be next to my home, and I don't want it to be next to my school. What do you say to local regulators, even states that are outright banning data centers until they can more fully understand the impact on local citizens?
Well, I think we have to look at the data center as an asset, as a resource for the local community, one that generates a lot of advantages, wealth also for the local community. And I think it's important to make sure people understand really what a data center is and the benefits that it can bring to a community.
Elon Musk is looking to bring data centers to space. He says it's coming soon. Is that a real thing?
Look, as a leader in data center infrastructure, we cannot ignore what future, maybe long term, but future directions can be. So if that happens, you rest assured, Vertiv will be there.
You think data centers in space would happen in 5 to 10 years?
That's probably a little bit premature to say how long it will take. So let's leave it at that. That we believe that if this industry evolves in a certain direction, certainly Vertiv will be there driving that industry as we're doing today.
Gio Albertazzi, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thanks a lot.